The bloodline of Blackwood Creek. The humidity in the Florida Panhandle doesn't just sit on your skin, it buries you alive. Down in the dense, pine-choked swamps of Blackwood Creek, secrets have a way of sinking into the mud. But by the summer of 1998, the mud was finally spitting them back up. It started with Marcus Vance. To the public, Marcus was a self-made real estate mogul, a man who flaunted his wealth with heavy gold chains and a sprawling estate carved right out of the Everglades edge. But to his younger brother, Deacon, Marcus was a tyrant who had spent decades building an empire on stolen ground and crooked deals, leaving his own blood with nothing but scraps. The animosity wasn't just a slow burn, it was a wildfire waiting for a spark, and that spark came when their father passed away, leaving a prime, multi-million-dollar tract of coastal land entirely to Marcus. Deacon was completely cut out. 2 weeks later, Marcus's pristine luxury SUV was found abandoned on a dirt logging road. The driver's side door was flung open. The keys were still in the ignition, dangling like a pendulum. But Marcus was gone. The betrayal. The local detectives didn't have to look far for a suspect. Deacon's hatred for his brother wasn't a secret. He'd spent half the nights at the local dive bars, loud talking about how Marcus deserved to be humbled. When police searched Deacon's bait shop, they found a blueprint of Marcus's estate and a shovel caked in fresh, dark swamp muck. The narrative was served on a silver platter, a classic tale of Southern fried fratricide. Jealousy, greed, and a blood feud settled in the dark. Deacon was arrested, paraded in front of the local news cameras, and locked away. The town breathed a sigh of relief. Believing the rot in Blackwood Creek had been excised, they were dead wrong, the real shadow. While Deacon sat in a county jail cell awaiting trial, the swamp kept claiming bodies. 3 months after Marcus vanished, a pair of hog hunters stumbled upon a shallow grave miles deep in the state park. It wasn't Marcus. It was a young hitchhiker who had disappeared from a truck stop 3 days after Deacon had been locked up. 6 weeks after that, a second body was found, then a third. The MO was chillingly precise. The victims were bound with unique, military-grade paracord and bore the distinct, brutal signatures of a meticulous sadist. The state police realized they weren't dealing with a disorganized family dispute. There was an active, calculating serial killer hunting the backroads of the Sunshine State, someone the press quickly dubbed the Highway Reaper. For over a decade, Marcus had used his wealth, his frequent business trips, and his deep knowledge of the desolate Florida backwoods to hunt without detection. The real estate empire was just a front, a grand stage to hide the monster lurking underneath the expensive suits. But if Marcus was the killer, where was he? And why had his SUV been abandoned? The puzzle pieces finally crashed together when a seasoned state investigator re-examined the shovel found in Deacon's bait shop. They ran a deeper chemical analysis on the soil clinging to the blade. It didn't match the dirt near the serial killer's dump sites. It matched a very specific, highly acidic peat bog located directly behind Marcus's own estate. The discovery, the authorities swarmed the area with tracking K-9 South and specialized radar. It took 3 days of searching through the suffocating heat, but they finally located him. Marcus Vance was hidden deep beneath the cypress roots. Taken out by a single parting shot, he had been gone since the very night he vanished. The ultimate scheme. The truth was far more intense than anyone had anticipated. Deacon hadn't just discovered his brother's hidden operation, he had leveraged it. Deacon had located Marcus's hidden collection, the personal belongings and jewelry of the missing, individuals stored in an old tackle box at the family cabin. Instead of turning it in, Deacon saw his opportunity to finally claim what he believed he was owed. He pressured Marcus, demanding the rights to the inherited land in exchange for his silence. But Marcus wasn't a man to be threatened. On the night of the disappearance, Marcus lured Deacon out to the wilderness to eliminate the threat. He completely underestimated his younger brother. In the struggle beneath the trees, Deacon managed to gain control, ending the threat of Blackwood Creek on the very ground where the secrets were hidden. Deacon had then meticulously staged Marcus's disappearance, making it look like Marcus had fled the country to escape his own heavy history. Deacon intentionally left the tools and blueprints in his own shop, playing the part of the reckless, bitter brother to perfection. He knew that once Marcus's true identity came to light, investigators would assume Marcus had faked his departure and gone on the run. Deacon figured he'd handle a little heat from the law, get cleared when the pattern continued, and eventually inherit the entire estate as the sole survivor. He almost pulled it off. Deacon had calculated every single variable except one. He didn't realize Marcus had already completed his final tragic act before their confrontation, leaving behind the exact trace evidence needed to tie him directly to the scene. Ultimately, Deacon Vance got exactly what he wanted. He finally shared everything with his brother. A dark legacy, a permanent headline in the history archives, and a permanent stay behind concrete walls.